Welcome back to another episode on the channel. Today I'm in a bit of a sour yet relieved mood. England played Australia. We won 1-0. But we fucking took a long time to get there. Yeah. I watched most of the game. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. I think Southgate showed why you don't make 10 changes to a team that beat Scotland 3-1 at a very hard place to go and win at Hampden Park. I think it's unacceptable to make 10 changes in a game against Australia. Yes, just a friendly, but still a game. From a great performance against Scotland at Hampden Park, which is a hard place to go to. So Southgate definitely got that wrong, and also the team he put out wasn't great. So this is my team: Pickford, Trippier, Stones, Tomori, Walker, Rice, Trent, Jude, Bellingham, Grealish, Kane, Maddison. Instead of Jordan Pickford, it was Sam Johnston. Instead of Trippier, it was Colwill. Instead of Stones, it was Dunk. Tomori did play. Instead of Walker, it was Trent. Instead of Rice, Trent, and Jude in the midfield, it was Gallagher, who shouldn't be starting, Henderson, who shouldn't be starting, and James Maddison. And instead of Grealish did play on the left, Maddison did play, but not on the right. James Maddison played in the midfield. And the player who played on the right was Jared Bowen, and then Harry Kane didn't play up top, which I should have seen coming. It was Ollie Watkins who got the only goal in the game. It was a goal. It was a good goal at the back post. Great work from Jack Grealish to find him at the back post. The former and current Villa players combining well. So that was the only goal. Australia were impressive. So like I said, the team was Ramsdale. Like I said, the team was Sam Johnston, Colwill, Tomori, Dunk, Trent, Bellingham, Gallagher, Henderson, Maddison, Grealish, Watkins, Bowen. So it was a bad team. It was a bad starting 11. Yes, I know it was a friendly, and yes, we've got a big game coming up on Tuesday, and he didn't want to have one of his big players to get an injury, but still, you got to put a strong team out against you still got to put a strong team out. But enough about that. Enough about the starting lineup. We're gonna do some reviewing. So, I'm gonna go through my notes about the game, and I will be giving you my ratings for each player and my overall rating for the overall performance and result. So, first up, first half. Nervy moments at the beginning of the game, definitely. There was one moment where Colwill with a few misplaced passes, which on your debut was expected. Good passing and build-up play in the early stages. Lots of good passing. Build-up there wasn't loads of build-up play, but we got up the pitch a few times. Just couldn't shoot. Just couldn't shoot the ball into the net. There was some lackadaisical play during the first half. There was not enough intent, not enough intensity, not enough drive, not enough passion. The players were definitely not playing for the badge. And just generally overall, the first half was such a bad half. We could have been 2-0 down against Australia had they taken their chances in that first half. As for the second half, we did enough to get over the line. Nothing great. We scored the goal, which is a good goal, like I said, but we did enough to get over the line. So overall, it was not great. I was happy to get the result, but I was a bit disappointed with the overall performance. I'll give you my overall performance rating at the end. Okay, now we go to goalkeepers. Sam Johnston, 6. We now go to ratings. Sam Johnston in goal, 6. Solid with his feet. I don't think he misplaced a single pass in that game. Definitely good with his hands. He made one very good save in the first half. from one of the Australian players. It was a shot from outside the box, and he was able to. And after the ball hit Tomori on the head, it flicked over, and it looked like it was going into the back of the net, but Sam Johnstone put a hand. So overall, good passing, good build, good playing out. He didn't. For me, I don't remember seeing him misplace a single pass, and he made the saves when he needed to. So 6. Trent, great ball in for the goal, really good ball in for the goal, De Bruyne-esque, and we expect that sort of thing from Trent. But that ball does take part. Does pass for the goal contributes towards a rating of 6. Not amazing. Some of the passes he did were incredible, but I think sometimes, Trent, you got a good foot, you got a good shot on you. Go yourself. Try out yourself. Try and score for yourself. Don't always look for the perfect pass. Try and score for yourself. But I'm kind of happy he didn't just decide to go lash and decide to be like, oh, I'm gonna take a shot just because I can. But yeah, overall, Trent, solid 6. Did nothing spectacular, bar the great ball for the goal, which led to the Grealish assist for Watkins, and nothing bad. Just a general decent game from a player who is, when playing at right back, susceptible to defensive errors. But I didn't see any defensive errors from him throughout the entire game, and he played every minute of the game. So credit where credit is due. He did a really good. So 6. Fikayo Tomori did nothing wrong. So 6. He was decent. He was good. Nothing spectacular, but nothing amazing. Nothing spectacular, but nothing absolutely horrific. So 6. Lewis Dunk, best defender for me. He looks calm, composed on the ball, which is great. I'm really happy. Dunk is actually has a very solid case to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the World Cup. I'm going to go to the Euros. He has a solid case of going to the Euros in the summer, if he keeps playing day in, day out and performs for Brighton, which he definitely performed for England tonight. He made a crucial block that could have put us for a shot that could have put us 1-0 down had he not done an amazing block. So yes, Lewis Dunk, one amazing block, and he gets a 7. Levi Colwill, for a debut, it was nervy, but he got through it. He got through his debut, played every minute, I believe. So 5. Conor Gallagher, the only good thing Conor Gallagher did was a ball into the box early on in the game that should have been put away by one of James Maddison or Ollie Watkins. But James Maddison was on the stretch, couldn't get a touch to the cross, and Watkins couldn't sort his feet out. So Gallagher, that was only Gallagher's, best and only good moment. Overall rating, he gets the worst you could possibly get. Well, other than 0. Not impressed. I don't get why he starts for England. He should never start for England. He's not good enough to start for England. Crystal Palace, Conor Gallagher, definitely good enough to at least have a case for starting for England. But Chelsea, Conor Gallagher isn't Crystal Palace Conor Gallagher. He isn't the same as Crystal Palace Conor Gallagher. So a 1 for his performance, non-existent. Did one thing and one thing only, and it could have led to a goal. It didn't lead to a. It could have led to a goal, which it didn't. So a 1. Jordan Henderson, not any better. 4. He's getting old. He's playing in a league that doesn't have the intensity that leagues like the Premier League, that it does not have the intensity that the Premier League has, that the Serie A has, that the La Liga has. So Henderson, it's time to hang up your England boots. In my opinion, he was amazing at the World Cup, but he was still at Liverpool at that time. So 4 for Jordan Henderson. Continues to disappoint in an England shirt since that World Cup. Since the World Cup. Maddison, 8. Along with the next player I'm going to talk about, our best player. In terms of creation, in terms of overall play. And I'm giving James Maddison a near perfect score of 8 out of 10. He was, for me, man of the match. just ahead of the next person I'm going to talk about, Jack Grealish, who also for me gets an 8. And that's mainly down to the fact that he did get the assist for the Watkins goal. Yes, one assist shouldn't really I know one assist shouldn't really just give a player an 8 out of 10, but I think he played well. Grealish, he was intent. He showed intensity. He showed the quality that we know he has. So 8. Ollie Watkins, solid, got the goal. 7. Nothing more, got the goal. Solid performance. 7. Jarrod Bowen. I didn't hear much from about Jarrod Bowen, but I decided I didn't hear much about how well Jarrod Bowen did, but I've given him a 7 because I think generally our attacking players were decent. So yeah, I'd give Jarrod Bowen a 7. Marcus Rashford showed intent after coming on, so 7. This is subs, by the way. Marcus Rashford subbed on, showed intent, and showed the form that he showed showed the form that he had for Man United last season. So 7. Kieran Trippier, again, solid. I didn't hear much about him when he came on, and he came on with not much left of the game to go. I think he came off with like around 15 minutes to go, so he didn't really have enough time to make a solid case for a super high rating. But I'm giving him a 6. Calvin Phillips, again, probably not enough time on the pitch to judge him fairly, so I've given him a 5. I've given Stones a 5 for the exact same reason as Calvin Phillips. I don't think he did any. I don't think the minutes he did play proved much. He's just coming back from an injury, so hopefully he starts against Italy, and hopefully he does really well against Italy, because John Stones is our best centre back, and if he's on fire, John Stones, him and Maguire is a decent centre back pairing for England, despite the latter's lack of game time at Man United. Phil Foden again showed intent. He played in that 10 role, which is something he should be doing, but when you got Maddison who also plays in that 10 role, it's difficult. So what I would do sometime, I would trial this team. I would trial this team at one point in one of the next international games. Maddison in the 10, Foden on the right, Rashford on the left. I would trial that three behind the striker, the 10, the left wing and the right wing. I would like to see that be trialled, because Foden has the technical ability to play on the left, the right, or the 10. Maddison can play on the right, not amazing on the right. Can play on the left, not amazing on the left. Can play in the 10, amazing in the 10. And then Rashford is just so pacey and so strong, so fast that it would be a fun front three behind the striker to trial out again in one of the next international games. And final player to rate is Nketiah. Again, I'm not going to give him a low rating because of his lack of minutes. So I've given him a 5. So those are my player ratings. And then as for my overall rating, should have got more goals. We just weren't good. Australia were just good. Did well to hold us off. Did well to stop us scoring loads of goals. When we did get the goal, it was a good goal. There are some good performances, like I said, with my player ratings, and there was some bad performances, like I also said, with my player ratings. Overall game rating for the 1-0 win over Australia is 7 out of 10. Nothing awful, but nothing spectacular. Before, if we played in the second half the way we played in the first half, it would have been a 3 out of 10. But the second half was such an improvement over the first half, 7. And that's it for my Australia-England review. Tomorrow, on Monday, no video tomorrow, no video Sunday. But on Monday, I'll be doing my England versus Italy preview. And on Tuesday, after the game against Italy, I'll be doing my England versus Italy review. So tune in on Monday for my England-Italy preview before the game the next day. And join me on Tuesday for the England-Italy review after the game. So England Italy preview Monday, England Italy review Tuesday. Stay tuned for those 2 videos. I've been Jonah O'Brien. This has been my YouTube channel, Gibby O'Brien. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to catch up with all my latest videos. Tune in Monday for my England Italy review preview, and tune in Tuesday for my England Italy review. But until those 2 videos, Monday and Tuesday, I'm out. Peace. Bye.